Have you ever thought that eating fish every week is a healthy habit? You're not wrong, fish is a great source of nutrition for your heart and brain. But there's one thing most people overlook. Not all fish are friendly to male sexual health, especially once you pass age 50. I'm Dr. Samuel Grant, and throughout my work with many middle-aged men, I've noticed a common pattern. They begin to lose desire, initiative, and their masculine energy, even when there's no obvious medical condition. And part of the reason comes from the fish they're eating, fish that seem healthy on the surface. Some types of industrially farmed fish, while cheap and widely available, contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which can cause chronic inflammation and hormonal disruption. Worse, a few of these fish may be contaminated with heavy metals like mercury or antibiotic residues, substances proven to reduce testosterone, the key hormone behind male vitality. According to the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the continuous absorption of environmental toxins through food is one of the leading causes of endocrine dysfunction in men after midlife. That's why in this video, I'll show you 3 types of fish you should limit if you don't want your sexual health to quietly decline, along with smarter, safer alternatives you can choose instead. Especially the first fish I'm about to share, which appears frequently on the dinner table in many households, is actually a silent saboteur of male performance with no obvious warning signs. But before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Leave a comment down below so I can connect with you more personally as we go through this journey of protecting health after 50. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on more science-backed, easy to understand, and highly practical videos made just for men in their prime years. Now let's take a look at the very first fish you may want to reconsider before adding it to your weekly meals. Fish 1. Tilapia, a popular choice that quietly disrupts hormone balance. For many men over 50, tilapia is one of the most accessible fish. It's low in fat, easy to cook, and budget-friendly. But beneath that harmless image lies a serious hidden risk to male hormone health. Modern farm-raised tilapia, especially those produced in large-scale operations, typically contain very high levels of omega-6 fatty acids while lacking omega-3s, which are known for their anti-inflammatory and heart-supportive properties. This imbalance leads to chronic inflammation building up silently over time. You may hear omega and think of it as a good fat, but not all omega fats bring the same benefits. Excess omega-6, especially in an unbalanced diet, triggers cellular inflammation, which directly affects your blood vessels, internal organs, and even your reproductive system, which is particularly sensitive to hormonal shifts. A study published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association once warned that diets too high in omega-6 may lower blood testosterone levels, resulting in long-term fatigue, reduced desire, and weakened sexual response, even if outwardly your body still appears healthy. And it doesn't stop at fats. Some samples of farmed tilapia have also been found to contain antibiotic residues and industrial feed contaminants, especially in areas where hygiene standards are poor. These leftover substances strain the liver, the body's main hormone processing and detoxifying organ, making it harder to absorb nutrients and regulate hormone levels properly over time. In short, if you're eating tilapia regularly without paying attention to its source or how often you consume it, this so-called harmless fish could be silently contributing to a slow, steady decline in your masculine performance. And what's even more concerning is that the next type of fish, though not farmed, comes with its own serious risks related to chemical residue and effects on the central nervous system. Let's take a deeper look coming up next. Dear friend, if you're still watching at this point in the video, I'm truly glad, because it means you genuinely care about your health. Please leave the number 1 in the comments so I know you're still here with me. Fish 2. Basa and Pangasius. Budget-friendly but hormone-disrupting. It's not hard to find basa or pangasius on the dinner table, especially in frozen foods, fast meals, or buffet dishes. They're popular because they're cheap, low in fat, and easy to prepare. But if you're over 50, there's one important truth you need to seriously consider. Not every easy-to-buy fish is a good choice for your hormonal health. Most of the basa and pangasius fish sold in the U.S. are imported from countries with large-scale aquaculture industries. But the real concern lies in the hygiene and farming practices. Many fish farms use antibiotics, disinfectants, and preservatives to prevent disease and boost production. And this can leave chemical residues in the fish itself. According to reports published by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, some imported fish samples have been found to contain residues of antibiotics, fungicides, and even formaldehyde, a chemical banned in food in many countries due to its long-term health risks. The biggest issue is this. These leftover substances can disrupt the endocrine system, especially the pituitary gland and testes, the two main sites responsible for producing and regulating testosterone. When male hormones are thrown off balance, the body reacts with chronic fatigue, low energy, reduced desire, and weak sexual response. And it doesn't stop there. Your liver and kidneys, the organs in charge of detoxifying and hormone processing, are also affected if they're forced to constantly filter out foodborne toxins. When the liver is overworked, testosterone metabolism becomes less efficient, and the amount of available hormone in your bloodstream begins to drop. Many men still choose basa because it's convenient and easy to cook, but few realize that the real cost may be a slow, steady decline in their masculinity, quiet, painless, but very real. But it's not only farmed fish you should be concerned about. The next fish on our list, though wild and more expensive, carries another serious risk: heavy metal toxicity. Let's explore that next so you can protect yourself before it's too late. Fish 3, king mackerel. Wild does always mean safe. Many men believe that wild-caught fish is a safer option than industrial farmed fish. That's true in some cases, but not all. King mackerel is a clear example that even wild fish can pose serious health risks, especially after the age of 50. As a large, long-living predator high in the ocean food chain, king mackerel tends to accumulate high levels of mercury in its body. And this is a serious concern. Mercury is a heavy metal, odorless, tasteless, and extremely difficult to eliminate from the body, especially as we age. Mercury has direct effects on the central nervous system, liver, kidneys, and pituitary gland, which governs the production of critical hormones, including testosterone, the key hormone behind desire, vitality, and male performance. When men consume fish with high mercury levels over long periods of time, their sexual responses begin to weaken, starting with loss of interest, difficulty maintaining erections, and a general sense of fatigue or lack of motivation. Some may even experience mild neurological symptoms like headaches, brain fog, or sleep disturbances. Research from the Environmental Working Group has warned that exceeding safe levels of mercury can lead to hormonal imbalance and a higher risk of depression in men, especially those over 50, whose livers and kidneys can no longer detoxify as efficiently as they once did. What's alarming is that it's not just king mackerel. Swordfish, large tuna, and shark are also among the top mercury-accumulating fish. If consumed too often, you may be placing a hidden burden on your body, a silent kind of vitality loss that doesn't come with warning signs and is difficult to reverse once it sets in. So the important question is, if you remove these harmful fish, what are the best alternatives that are both safe and supportive of natural male hormone production? In the next section, I'll show you the best fish for men over 50, so you can eat well, stay strong, and maintain your confidence without compromise. And if you're still watching this video, thank you for staying with me all the way to this point. I truly appreciate it. Please leave the number 3 down in the comments so I know I'm not speaking alone. Part 2, a safe solution, choosing the right fish to support male hormones. Removing fish that disrupt your hormones doesn't mean you have to cut fish out of your diet entirely. On the contrary, if you choose the right types of fish, they can actually be a fantastic source of nutrition for men's health, especially after the age of 50. One of the most recommended options I give to my patients is wild-caught salmon. Because it lives in a natural environment, not exposed to industrial feed or growth hormones. Wild salmon tends to be rich in clean omega-3s and has powerful anti-inflammatory properties. It supports blood circulation and helps balance male hormones. Next on the list is sardines, a small fish with a big impact. Thanks to their short lifespan and low position in the food chain, sardines carry minimal contamination risk, while offering a powerful mix of vitamin D, zinc, and coenzyme Q10, all of which are crucial for natural testosterone production. Another great option to consider is rainbow trout. Often raised in strictly regulated environments, rainbow trout provides clean protein and essential micronutrients like selenium and vitamin B12, which help support the function of the pituitary gland, the command center of your hormonal system. But remember, it's not just about choosing the right fish. You also need to prepare it correctly. Stick with steaming, light grilling, or boiling, and always pair with green vegetables and antioxidant-rich foods to help reduce inflammation and maximize nutrient absorption. Part 3, a 7-day natural vitality recovery plan. No pills, no artificial supplements. Many men have come to me feeling completely lost, saying things like, "Doctor, I feel like a machine that's run out of fuel." They no longer feel like themselves, no more energy, no more desire, no real connection. And I always tell them this: sometimes you don't need medication or supplements. What you need is the right strategy at the right time, and your body will begin to restore itself. You only need 7 days to start. Day 1, 2, completely remove the 3 hormone-disrupting fish from your meals. Instead, fill your plate with clean omega-3 sources like wild-caught salmon, pair it with green veggies, walnuts, or other healthy nuts, and start your day with a glass of warm water. Day 3, 4. Focus on foods rich in zinc and healthy cholesterol, the raw materials your body uses to produce testosterone. Choose options like free-range eggs, steamed oysters, or pumpkin seeds. At the same time, eliminate processed foods and refined sugar as much as possible. Day 5, 6. Add activities that boost blood flow, like brisk walking, deep breathing exercises, or warm foot baths every night. These simple habits help activate circulation to your pelvic region, the very foundation of male vitality after 50. Day 7. This is when you reflect on how your body feels. Many people assume they need pills to notice a change, but after just a week of following this plan, they feel more awake, stronger, and their natural desire returns without any drugs at all. The difference is simple. You don't have to do anything extreme, you just have to do it consistently. Part 4, why men over 50 need to stimulate blood circulation down there every day. Most of the breakdowns in a man's intimate life don't just appear out of nowhere. They result from years of silent circulation decline. And sadly, we only begin to pay attention when things become difficult. No more desire, weak erections, fatigue, insomnia. In your 20s, blood flow to the genital area was effortless, thanks to high testosterone and flexible blood vessels. But after age 50, everything starts to shift. Your blood vessels begin to harden. Nitric oxide, the substance responsible for relaxing blood vessels, starts to decline. And the signals from your brain to your sexual organs become sluggish. As a result, blood can no longer effectively nourish the erectile tissue and sensory nerves. This decline doesn't just reduce your physical response, it also affects your mood, memory, sleep, and emotional connection, the very elements that define a man's strength and presence. That's why maintaining daily sexual blood flow is essential if you want to preserve your energy and confidence over time. You don't need expensive interventions. Sometimes, simply understanding the cause and actively supporting your blood circulation puts you light years ahead of those who wait until it's broken before trying to fix it. Dear friend, sexual health after 50 doesn't disappear overnight, and you don't need drugs or supplements to reclaim it. The key lies in knowledge and in the small but powerful changes you make each day. The 3 types of fish we just explored, so familiar, so easy to find, may be quietly impacting your hormones, your vitality, and even your confidence. But if you recognize it early and make the right adjustments, what once seemed like decline can absolutely be reversed, naturally and sustainably. Remember, it's those simple choices, choosing the right foods, supporting blood flow, and sticking to healthy routines, that allow you to hold onto the masculine strength already within you. If today's insights were helpful to you, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so I, Dr. Samuel Grant, can continue walking with you every week on this journey of living strong, living connected, and living with purpose. Wishing you lasting strength, vibrant health, and love that surrounds you through every stage of life. I'll see you again in the next video.